guys, TavHD here and welcome back to another video, and today we're taking a look at this brand new item from Minisopuru. Now I have made a video about one of their devices in the past, that was the Mini 4 Pro. This is the Mini 4 Ultra, which is a little bit different. I would like to say thank you to these guys for sending this out to me just like the other one, so thank you very much for that. Today we're just going to have a look at this device and see what it's like. Now the dock I've already got is a great build quality device, so I will expect this to be just the same. As you can see, it's a quirky looking thing. This can be mounted to a monitor or under your desk, so this is a nice versatile thing for if you don't have desk room, so this should be very good indeed. If you look at what it says on the box here, mount in any direction. There's an M.2 SSD slot, 10 gigabit per second data ports, 4K at 60 Hz HDMI out, and SD/TF card slot. This is the stand hub for 2024 Mac Mini M4 and M4 Pro. Supports M.2 NVMe SSD in those sizes there. Nice packaging just like last time. We have some of the specs available here on the back. So there are two inputs that go into the back of your device, dual type C, and from that we get HDMI, two USB 2.0s, two USB 3.2s, SD card and SSD slot. We can see there one position that it is mounted in. So let's just get on with this and unbox this and see what it's like, and I will be setting it up in this video just so you can see it in action. First thing we get is a cardboard box. I'll put that off to the side. Then we get the main piece in here too. Fit very snugly into this box, and here it is in a bag. So let's take this out. So first impressions, this is the first time I've had it out of the box. This does look to be nice quality as you would expect. Here we have some of the ports. There we are, SD/TF and three 10 gigabit per second USB type A ports. That is nice to see. The other dock I've got only has USB 2 on it, so this is nice to see. I'm guessing that's why it plugs into two ports to give you that extra bandwidth. Round the back, HDMI out and then two USB 2s. They've labelled it keyboard and mouse because that's what USB 2 is good for. Then of course this is what plugs in to the back of the Mac. We can see it's screwed together with screws here, which is nice to see. And this is where our Mac Mini will sit on these rubber feet, and this is how we can mount it to a monitor, for example. So it should go onto the back of any VESA 100 by 100. And just so you believe me, I've got a ruler just to prove it. If you line it up, that is about 10 centimeters, so that is VESA 100 by 100. So yeah, any modern monitor this should be able to screw to the back of quite easily. With the dock itself moved off to the side, let's open this box and see what we get in here. I assume it will be the rest of our mounting equipment. So let's take this out, and again, seems like good quality stuff. It's in a bag. Yep, this is also metal, rubber on the side, so your Mac is nice and protected. We get our screws for if you want to mount this to your desk. We get, here are the screws for if you want to mount it to your monitor. We get a screwdriver / Allen key in there as well. And here are the accessories for installing an SSD. This is great to see. Little screwdriver, little screws and standoff, and a heat pad as well. That is brilliant. And we get also in here the installation bracket accessories too. And then we get the other piece of the bracket here as well, just like the first one I got out. Metal, good stuff. So we do also get an installation guide and instructions, which look to be very detailed, just going through every single way you could possibly mount this, as well as installing the SSD. I think the way I'm going to do this first is attach it to the back of a monitor just to see how that goes, because I think that'll be how I'm going to use this. Okay, so the first step is going to be to install the side shelves. This will give us place to put an SSD or something, or any external drive we've got connected, just so it can rest without dangling. So the way that this attaches, I'm actually looking at the instructions for once. If we put the device like this with the cable hanging down, our shelf here will just screw into the side just like that. So we use the included thumb screws, line it up with the holes on there. There is some adjustment room, as you can see. We get quite a good amount of adjustment, and then we just screw that in, and we can do that on both sides. Then that's our shelf installed. Okay, so the sides are now attached, and I've brought a monitor in to give it a test go, and let me show you a little issue that I'm facing. Here it is. I put it up against the monitor, and because of the shelves, they stick out too far to actually reach the VESA mount. So that is why this adjustment is good. I'm going to see if I can move them over, and then it should clear it. So let's give that a go. Alright, good news. I've moved them over to the last screw holes, and now it does line up flush. However, bad news, this monitor, the VESA mount, is not 100 by 100, which I did not know. I've only just realised that. If we get my ruler, this is not 10 centimeters, so this is the wrong VESA for this mount, which is something you would of course have researched before buying it. I did not check because I just thought it would work, however it will not. So I do have an old Dell monitor here that I can demo this with. Here it is. This does have a 100 by 100, so let's attach it to that instead. Okay, I've got the monitor facing down. I've got my screws that are for the VESA mount. Let's get those out. I've got my little screwdriver, so we can get this installed, making sure I put it the right way up. That is the right way up. Now this monitor isn't exactly perfect for this because of the way the VESA mount is sunken. However, these screws should be long enough that they should clear that gap and still securely attach this. So let's get this screwed in now. Alright, there we are. That is now nice and secure. The screws were just about long enough for this. So now we can get my Mac Mini, slide it in, connect up the ports and see what this is like. Alright, so here is my Mac. It goes in with the back facing downwards, and it goes in upside down so it can still breathe. Thankfully we have the rubber on the bottom and the top so it shouldn't scratch our Mac, and it should slide in nice and snugly, and then we connect up to the two USBs. There we are. That is now connected. So here we are. This is what it looks like connected. The colour of the dock matches the Mac Mini perfectly. Here we get our HDMI out and our two USB 2.0s, which is perfect for our peripherals. There it connects into the Mac Mini. There we can see our standard ports. Here at the bottom of the shelves, you can see where I've screwed them on, lining up perfectly with the back of the monitor. You can of course adjust that, but you can see just how perfectly the Mac fits in there, so it's definitely not going to fall out. That looks great. I know this isn't the best way of displaying this, but here we can see what it looks like stood up. We can have easy access to our power button. You can see just how in there that is, so it's definitely not going anywhere. And of course on the top we have our Mac Mini ports still accessible. Our headphone jack is there, and then we have our ports from the dock, the three USB-A ports. They are 3.2 speed. Then our card slots too. Then of course we get those super handy shelves, which are of course optional. You don't need to put them on, but I think you might as well. So there we are. I can store my screws on top. I can store more screws as well. Of course it's more for peripherals. My external SSD could go on there. So yeah, that is definitely great to stop your desk getting so cluttered. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Now I'm not going to install an SSD in here today, but I thought I'd show you what it looks like when you take that door off. You just remove the screw with the included screwdriver, great to see. Then depending on the length drive you've got, you'll put the standoff and screw in the correct place, and then of course there's the connector. This all looks very well built, it's all good quality. Even this little door, solid metal, can't complain with that. Okay, so I'm not actually going to install this under my desk today, but I am going to show you what to do. So using the included screws, these aren't the Vaser ones, these are the ones that specify for installation under desk. So we're of course going to have to pre-drill pilot holes under our desk in the correct location, which should be easy enough to work out. Just line this up, mark the holes, and then drill into your desk. I'm going to show you exactly what it will look like if it is mounted under your desk. Now I can't do it under mine just because of the way it's constructed. I'll show you. For convenience, you would want it mounted as close to the front of the desk as possible, but mine has got this support bar going across it, mainly because this is an old dining room table, so it's not really best suited for a desk like this, which is why I would mount it behind a monitor personally. But just make sure that your desk is compatible if you are intending on putting it under there. So I'm going to show you what it would look like if I had it mounted to my other desk over here, for example. So I'd drill the holes, and look at that. That's how it would line up under there. But if you notice, these side brackets, they don't really seem to have much purpose now. They're just pointing sideways. So what we can do is spin it around. That's how it was mounted, configured to the back of a monitor. To put it under your desk, you can put it on sideways. Now I've got it sticking out quite far, but you just use the other screw holes and bring it back. But now if we have a look at it under there, we have a useful shelf for putting whatever you want on it. So that looks pretty good and pretty helpful for me. Okay, so there we are. I've mounted both of the side pieces, and I did actually have them on the wrong way. They are directional, so as I said about them sticking out too far, now they don't. Now when this is under the desk, it will sit nice and flush. So always check the instructions, because I'd completely missed that. But now that they are on, they are looking nice and good. So let's slide the Mac into it, then see what it will look like under the desk. Alright, are you ready for the grand unveiling of what it would look like? Of course you'd mount it and then slide the Mac Mini in, but since I'm not actually screwing it in, let's see what that will look like. Just put it under there. Of course you'd screw it in wherever you wanted, and there we are. That is how it would look. Of course you can move it as far forward or as far back as you want. You'd probably want it as flush as possible, just like that, and look at that. That gives you 3 USB 3.2s, SD card reader. That is great. And of course when it is secure on there, on these rubber little trays, put anything you want, like your phone, your SSD, your USB stick, anything you want. That is absolutely brilliant, and I'm very, very happy with this. Okay, so here is the device on Amazon. It's currently £99.89. This is a new device. There is only currently one review on Amazon. However, that is a very positive 5-star review. If we take a look at that, you can see the person is very, very happy. They purchased this so they could add more storage to their device, which is brilliant because of that built-in M.2 slot. And you can see there, this is a very hefty review. He is definitely very happy with that. All the features are of course on here, but going to the price of £99.98, do I think it's worth that price? Yeah, I do, because if we look at it, it blends in nicely with the Mac. The colour match is perfect. It gives us those extra ports. It gives us that SSD space like the guy on Amazon mentioned. It's versatile. It can go on your monitor. It can go under your desk, saving you desk space, or as he said, in his home entertainment setup. It's just nice. It'll keep the Mac out of the way, out of sight, out of mind, but giving you all that expansion that you need. So I'd say for that price, £100, this is a very good device. So that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank you very much for watching this. Thank you Minisopuru for sending this out to me, and hopefully this was interesting, and if you were going to buy one of these, I'd say go ahead. It's a great device. So thank you again, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.